bad because his ADC is not that bad. ADC is Graves. Graves has a very good, he's a tanky ADC, tanky kind of ADC. So, provided he can position himself good, then it won't be a big problem.
Yeah, but as we know that Leona is going to be a bit tankier late game compared to the Blitzcrank, so it's going to be a bit tricky for the Blitzcrank. He should get his hooks right and his pulls right.
Oh my god, Caitlyn.
Okay, we're going to see Caitlyn against the Grave, and she's going to, I guess, clearly bully that Grave because Grave has a lot lesser range than the Caitlyn. So we see Sejuani in the jungle coming in from the blue team, and Zed pick, which is probably a mid pick, I guess, from the purple team.
Oh, they switched up. Gonna be a Darius Warwick.
Okay, we're probably not sure he's probably gonna go a top Warwick. We've seen this top Warwick playing before too.
Okay.
So and it was in the game versus the team which had Colossus in it. Colossus had gone top Maokai, and we had a Warwick versus Maokai, which is
Warwick basically can lane against a Maokai since he has also a very good sustained skills.
Yeah, that's what.
Really well against a Maokai.
That's what, and that was an interesting matchup because Warwick was able to sustain a lot of damage, but still we know Colossus is a really nice Maokai top. Yeah, and now we see Maokai picking against the Warwick. I don't know why he's going a Maokai against that Warwick. I guess he's probably watched that stream, seeing Colossus picking a Maokai. So let's see what he's gonna do with his Maokai.
LeBlanc picking LeBlanc made it tricky.
Actually, LeBlanc is a good pick if he's pretty confident with it. Yeah. He can go against any mid laner, but it depends on how confident he is with his LeBlanc. So we have the last pick coming in from the purple team. Still wondering what the purple team's mid lane is going to be. What do you think he might go for?
Against LeBlanc, it's kind of tricky. LeBlanc is mostly, in my opinion, Syndra is a good pick, provided he can pull her out. Just get all her burst up. But it will be a tricky lane if he pulls out. Okay, that will be a burst champion.
Okay, we see a Teemo pick. A nice troll pick. He's surely gonna change. He's not gonna go for.
He's gonna change.
Okay, he's going for a Yasuo. That was a nice trolling. A little bit of trolling there by Demacia. So we have normal summoner spells on every champion, like top lane are going teleport. But we see the Leona going in with an ignite, so they're gonna play a bit aggressive.
Early game.
Yeah.
I think it's a better strategy at this point of time because early game Caitlyn is super strong, and with Leona, if she can land her skills and if she can burst, they can easily burst. Well, Graves need to watch out. Time is coming up. Let's see what will happen. It was a good pick. LeBlanc against LeBlanc, Yasuo is still a good pick. He hit a burst with a windshield. Provided LeBlanc. How LeBlanc can cope up against her.
Yeah, so as we're gonna go in loading screen right now after 3 minutes. So let's talk about how these matchups are going to be. So in the bot lane we are having Graves and Blitzcrank, which is probably it's gonna be good for them if they catch the Caitlyn, but Caitlyn has her escape too with her E. So what do you think? How is the bot lane matchup? Like, how is the laning phase going to be?
I think in early game, in early phase, it's all for the purple team bot lane. With Leona and Caitlyn. Caitlyn is a safe carry, safe ADC, provided she don't get hooked easily. And Leona got a ignite for that. They're gonna be playing hyper aggressively. In my opinion, they will be playing hyper aggressively. Graves and especially Graves need to watch out, and of course Blitzcrank should not try to hook up Leona. If you do, she'll gonna punish the whole lane. They should play early game very cautiously.
Yeah, indeed. And we're gonna see a LeBlanc versus Yasuo mid lane. So, what do you think? How this, what the Yasuo needs to do to sustain
It's
that
all about
burst?
his windshield. If he proc it out, if he pulls it out in the right moment, can negate LeBlanc burst by a huge amount. All
But I
depend
guess
on his windshield.
he can only stop her Q and her E, right?
E is the only CC that LeBlanc got. If he can able to negate his E, he can easily go mobility. He has a good mobility if he jumps on minions. LeBlanc should try to avoid fighting him most of the time when minions are there. Or dash them out. Dash them out.
Yeah, indeed. So I guess my take on this is that LeBlanc should actually wait for Yasuo to use his windshield at a weird moment where she like baits him to use his windshield, and when his windshield is on a cooldown, she should just go all in on him. But we know that Yasuo has that passive of his, which can like sustain some bit of a damage while he's in
Exactly.
lane.
So
So
actually, I will just come talk about junglers now. Whom you are betting on? Sejuani against Guy. So who are you betting on?
I guess
Considering
Sejuani is
yeah.
gonna go tanky and Rek'Sai is probably gonna go damage, so Rek'Sai should wreck.
Still, I'm talking about what you think about the team game. What team utility does Rek'Sai brings, and what about Sejuani?
Rek'Sai is gonna have a good time in the jungle. He's gonna get his
Of
buffs.
course, in
He's
team fights.
gonna in team fights too. I guess Rek'Sai with his knock up, he's got a bit of CC. He's got a lot of damage. But Sejuani with his ult can make some
Yeah,
major
pull it
changes
out.
during the
Yeah,
team fights. He
miracles can
can
happen.
probably
Okay, the
make
game
some.
has been started.
Yeah,
You're
we're
up
just in
on
the
the loading
loading
screen.
screen. So yeah, so meanwhile we'll just talk about it. As we were saying, Sejuani can actually make some really game-changing plays during the team fights using his ult. If he uses his ult
Yeah,
at the right moment, her ult at the right moment, it's gonna be really good for the blue team. And so now we should talk about the top laners. We have Warwick
yeah.
versus Maokai. So we're gonna see this again in the tournament of Warwick versus Maokai top. We're not possibly gonna see much action going on there. It's just
Yeah, they
gonna be
both are most of
farming.
the pre-6 they both are passive farmers. They're gonna farm most of the time, provided there won't be a camping of jungler.
Yeah.
They're gonna
So
be playing passively.
yeah, it's just gonna be sustaining that lane. Who's gonna get the more CS? It's all gonna be about the CS in the top lane. So
They
and
both have a teleport up, so it can be a tricky when there be team fights going on. They
yeah, and
both can be teleporting up.
Warwick is gonna be a good person to be in the team fight. But as we know,
Maokai, Maokai has
Warwick's
a very
ult
good
can be
ulti.
stopped by Blitzcrank. It can be stopped by Maokai. It can be stopped by Sejuani too. So it depends on what time the Warwick goes in the team fight. And we have tanky Leona. She's gonna get really tanky late game.
Yeah, no doubt. The
So
skills on her arsenal that gonna be a really tough tank.
yeah. So what do you
Sort of a
think
tank.
during the team fights? Who's gonna shell out more damage? Who's gonna sustain it? And who's gonna win those team fights? Well, what do you think?
If they pull out, if blue team can pull out very good in Maokai's ulti, Maokai has a very good ulti. They can negate a lot of damage. Okay, there is a pause now, right now.
Yeah. So we have
So,
a
in
pause coming up.
coming back to my opinion, that Maokai in team fight, I think blue team is at upper hand because Warwick can knock down one person, but it may or may not be kill him. And as you said that there is a lot of CC in blue team, there is a fair amount of CC in blue team, so it will be a tricky situation for Warwick. So I think in team fight, I think blue team will be a better position, but it's all up to the positioning, of course.
Yeah, indeed. And we have
But
red team. We have a DC. We have Yasuo DCing. So we have a pause coming up. So meanwhile, the pause is there. Okay, let's talk about the level ones. What do you think? Is the blue team gonna invade because they have a Blitzcrank? They can probably invade. So
of
what do you
course,
think? Who
of
has
course.
a stronger level one?
Yeah, exactly. You're really correct. You are truly correct that level one on level one, blue team is more dominant. Yasuo doesn't pose that much threat at level one. Caitlyn is good, of course. Caitlyn is good. Warwick is not a good early level champion, so he'll be struggling if they counter invade or something. Leona is still good. If Leona can lock down some one person, she'll have a probably have a CC. Rek'Sai will be a tricky one. In my opinion, I think yeah, blue will be a better choice. If they're gonna invade, they'll be at benefit, provided
So
they
what do you
pull
think?
it out good.
Are they gonna go in for an invade? Do you think they go
Yeah,
for
I
an
think
invade?
so. They should go for invade because their level one is really better than purple team. So they should take out the benefit out of it.
Indeed, and we see 100 gold lead from the beginning of the lane
Yeah,
because of
you
the
the
masteries. Yeah, so the game is okay.
game has
Lokesh,
been
I'll
spent.
ask you, what time are you on?
A summoner has reconnected.
Lokesh, what time are you on?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
What?
The game has been started, and let's see if they are gonna be invading or not. They are moving to jungle. They have warded up. Wards are up. Leona is cautiously guarding that lane, that river.
Lokesh, can you just repeat what time you're on?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, I just need to get a couple of seconds back. Hold on. 0, 10, 0, 11, 12, 13, 14, am I right? Hold on. 25, 26, 27, is that okay?
Minions have spawned.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Probably together. So, yeah. Let's move over to the game right now. And, Xavier, have you corrected the time on the spectator thing?
It's around 145, 148. Okay.
149, 150?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
with me?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
it's
cool, you're
it's
with
right.
me.
It's correct.
Yeah. So we see the red team starts with the Grump, and the mid laners have started taking the CS. We see the Sejuani starting with the red and not with the other neutral jungle. So let's okay, we're not gonna have to see any much action happening in the early lane except
Yeah.
Yasuo is pushing the lane really hard. He's not wanting the LeBlanc to level up faster. He wants himself to get to level 2 and then
LeBlanc's still
probably
gonna play a little bit, at least two. Okay, let's move on to bot side. It's early gank. Oh my
early
god,
gank by
Caitlyn has been pulled,
Sejuani.
exhausted up,
I guess
and it's
Caitlyn is
probably
probably
gonna
gonna live.
tricky. My god, covered it.
That was a really fast gank by
Yeah,
Sejuani
really fast. It was
because
very early.
yeah, because the blue team is still level 1. Like no one has reached level 2, and Sejuani still wants to stick around. And I guess he wants that kill on the Caitlyn because they've used their heal. I guess Caitlyn has used a flash, so they might probably get a kill. But
Yeah, they
both
can.
the
Of course,
sides, the
there is
summoners
no
are
ward on the
down.
bushes, so she can easily gank a bit. Provided Leon, if Caitlyn does not cut out, they can manage to just back off. Oh,
Yeah,
was bad.
probably. Okay, that's
Okay, they
bad hook by. But
it's gonna be
Sejuani
a
coming
hard
in from the back,
match will come of
misses his
Leona.
Q.
Not much bit of a hit there. As we see at top, Rek'Sai is level 3 now. Joani has not benefited from this gank. Gonna be lagging behind a little.
Yeah, so that Caitlyn is putting a lot of damage over. Okay, in the mid lane, while we see the Yasuo putting on that ignite. We'll probably see a first blood coming in, but no. That LeBlanc lives. She's safe. She lived somehow. We might possibly see a first blood coming in the mid lane, but okay, she has a pots up, and the first blood goes to LeBlanc, and she outplayed that Yasuo really hard.
Easily baited Yasuo and managed to ignite him up. It was like really good burst. He died real soon.
Yeah, that Yasuo was actually he thought that he might get the easy kill on her. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have a gang coming in on Rek'Sai in the top lane, but Maokai having no mana, he just needs to like back off, I guess. He shouldn't stay in the lane much more. Completely exhausted his mana.
He doesn't have a vision of the river.
Yeah, he doesn't have his vision. He's exhausted his mana out. Sejuani is in the top lane, so I guess Sejuani won't go.
Okay, LeBlanc is again gonna harass Yasuo at mid. Got an early kill. She got a level advantage. She has more gold. She's got items too.
I guess Yasuo is not such a great pick against that LeBlanc. LeBlanc can probably wreck that Yasuo after level 6.
Coming in, but LeBlanc is safe.
Yeah, because LeBlanc can juke that Yasuo, really. So it's not a really great choice of picking a Yasuo against LeBlanc. Meanwhile at bot, I guess Thresh is probably gonna go down. Okay, that ignite by Leona, but still survives.
It's Blitzcrank, yeah. Right.
That Caitlyn is putting a lot of poke with her and Harris with her outrange. I mean, that's what she should do so that she gets the Harris so that Graves doesn't farm easily. And they could probably get an easy kill too. Sorry, my bad. Blitz.
Oh, so Rek'Sai is keeping up the vision at Dragon. Now, Abhi, no. Rek'Sai have a vision. LeBlanc has level 6. Probably Rek'Sai not gonna.
So not much happening in the game right now, not much action, but as we have seen that LeBlanc outplaying the Yasuo mid lane, getting the first blood. She's back on CS, but she's still way like 100 gold ahead on the gold. So I think LeBlanc is doing a pretty decent job right now, and if she roams around, gets some kills, I guess she can carry this game probably.
I'm still waiting for everyone to be level 6 and the time they start contesting for Dragon if possible. That's gonna be an interesting point of game action.
Yeah, and this is going to be pretty good to watch because we'll be seeing Rek'Sai's knockups and Yasuo ulting. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay, Rani ganged up, but Yasuo is safe.
Oh, and we see a lot of damage coming in from LeBlanc using her ult and R. So that's great damage coming in at level 6 with not much items on her right now. So I guess as and when she gets her item, she gets a model. I'm not sure if she's gonna go for a model Nomicon, but that's what she should go for. So as and when she gets that model Nomicon, she's gonna do a great amount of damage.
Okay, I'm looking. Oh my god, Rek'Sai is dead. Rek'Sai is dead.
Seems like Rek'Sai just got wrecked.
Actually, if you look at the map, there are a lot of wards at the top lane of blue team.
Yeah, there are a lot of maps.
Sorry, my bad. It's on the red team. There are a lot of wards of blue team. They have all the vision they need there. So it's gonna be really hard for Rek'Sai, and of course, if anyone roaming around, probably Yasuo. It's gonna be a tough thing for him to.
Yeah, indeed, and Rex is gonna lose his red buff
Okay,
right
bot.
now.
Looking at bot, ultis come up, Graves. Then has pushed. Ulti coming up, Graves blocked. Right. What good strategy still. So,
That was
Iceland,
a
what do you think about bot lane? I think they are
yeah,
pretty much dominating with Ignite, with the Ignite Leona has, plus her ulti
yeah.
and her
That's
CCs.
yeah.
Are
She's pretty
really
much
gonna want it.
dominating. Even though the Blitzcrank is trying to get those hooks and stopping Caitlyn from dealing more damage, but still, I guess late game, even Graves is gonna do a hell lot of damage late game. So let's see.
Iceland, if you look at the CS difference, it's really huge at this point of time. At 10 minutes mark, it's like 20 CS difference between Graves and Catelyn.
Yeah, that's what we were
And
saying, that the Harris by Caitlyn has been really good. She's getting that CS. And on the top lane too, we see that Warwick is somehow managing to CS more than the Maokai, which we didn't
yeah,
see in the game which Colossus was playing. Colossus was way ahead on the farm.
Iorexa is here. They have ulti. Still, Maokai is a huge tanky champion. It's not easy to take him out.
Yeah, and but that flash was actually not needed right
Yeah,
there. He was
yeah.
almost half his health, and it wasn't so much necessary to get that flash. He kind of wasted that flash. So moving over to the jungle, we see Sejuani going in.
Yeah, Sudani is
He's
trying to
trying to
invade all the
clear
jungle
off.
of
Yeah, he's trying to clear off that left side tunnel.
Oh my god, and ulti is coming up of Rek'Sai. Join is also there. Okay, so it's gonna be a dash.
Yeah, but that was a pretty weird ultimate because like Sejuani hadn't crossed even that bush. Like he was not even near his tunnel, so he used his
Still
ultimate.
still at the middle.
Yeah.
Yasuo
So
is pretty much trying to evade all the attacks of Yuani and LeBlanc. Right?
yeah. So indeed. So when we were seeing in the bot lane when Rek'Sai ulted, actually it wasn't needed. Like they should have waited Sejuani to get into the lane and then he should have ulted. Because when he ulted, the blue team knew that he was gonna come, so they backed off easily. So we have
Okay,
another
boss
pause
came
coming
up.
up.
Okay, Iceland, let's talk about mid lane. What do you think regarding CS? Yeah, of course, LeBlanc got kills, but in CS aspect, it's like 26.
Yeah, but I guess that CS is not mattering much right now because she's still equivalent. She's actually
Yeah,
ahead
Farm
on the
is
gold.
no doubt.
Like she's 10 gold ahead on the gold, so it's kind of okay right now for her not to farm that much.
So 12 minutes are up. So what do you think? When is the proper time for they're gonna start contesting for Dragon?
I guess red team was actually probably
Yeah,
going for a dragon.
they were trying for Dragon, I think so. He's roaming around Dragon spot.
Yeah, so we might possibly see a dragon at 15 minutes or something. We should see a dragon during that time, and I guess LeBlanc is gonna try and burst down either Caitlyn or Yasuo because they are the only ones she can burst down. And late game, she can probably even burst down Warwick if Warwick doesn't ult her, but obvious. So let's go on to the top lane again. Okay, they have started the game again. So nothing much happening right now. A bit of a pinging on the bot lane, calling missing. Yasuo is still one level behind Blank, which is not a good thing actually for Yasuo. But Yasuo is actually probably gonna have a good time in those team fights, getting his 5-man ult if
Yeah.
he's
Oh my
lucky
god,
enough.
LeBlanc got ulti still. It's a safe spot. Demon gang on mid lane. This tower probably gonna go for now.
Yeah, it's gonna go. Sejuani can't defend the turret. The
So they
Maokai
are
coming
calling
in.
for dragon.
Yeah, the
Gonna be
Maokai is
interesting.
walking in, so that's good. He's not using his teleport. Neither has Warwick used his teleport.
If you look at it regarding dragon spot, there is no vision of either team. Expect, yeah, of
Yeah,
course, purple have little vision. Okay, their ward is coming.
yeah, we're
Team up.
probably gonna see a nice team fight and
Yes, Nard is
2
fighting.
kills.
Lich is dead.
Yeah, we
Graves is,
see Leona going down. We see a nice play by Graves. He's doing a really
yeah.
nice job.
Warwick is still chasing up. I think he can easily tower. Yeah, it's a
And he
kill.
got that kill. We think Caitlyn is probably gonna have a hard time. That
Yeah, but they are in bad position. Purple team is in a bad position. Yasuo is getting caught. LeBlanc takes
LeBlanc should
down.
have gone in for that Caitlyn. She shouldn't have gone in for the Rek'Sai. I don't know why she went in for the Rek'Sai.
Will take dragon. Yeah, I think Warwick is safe. Okay, it's teleport coming up. He's gone. He's up. If they want, they can easily take dragon. Now is the right time.
Yeah, they're probably gonna go for the dragon, get the dragon easily. No one's gonna contest the dragon.
Purple team even don't have a vision out of it. Okay, they are not taking it. Oh, it's okay. Dragon is too much for them at the moment. They don't have a
Yeah,
good
because
DPS.
Sejuani is out of mana right now.
Maokai can't come up with that much damage.
Yeah, and the top lane is being pushed by Warwick really hard. He's using his attack speed buff. Meanwhile, Sejuani getting the red buff, and in the mid lane, Yasuo trying to put in a bit of a Harris. Meanwhile, on the
Warwick
top
is low
lane,
on mana, but still it's not much of a threat.
in the top lane, Maokai and Warwick are like equally trading. So it's just as I told you, the top lane isn't gonna be having any action as such.
Okay, actually, let's look on the gold side. If you look at the gold of bot lane ADCs, there is a really a huge difference.
Yeah, there's almost a
More than
1k.
1K.
Yeah, there's a 1k gold difference, and it's gonna trouble them a bit after 17 to 18 minutes when Caitlyn just
Yeah,
might be one item ahead of
I,
that grave.
that Infinity Edge she gonna complete up will gonna hurt Graves a lot.
Yeah, indeed. And Graves is gonna take more time to complete his Infinity Edge though. And I guess the bot turret is gonna go. They can easily get the bot turret in the next wave.
Yeah, they can. I
Rek'Sai
think
coming on the
it's
bot
easy
lane.
for them. Both of the two team, ADC and SP as well. Both are up. But okay, John is here to assist them.
Yeah, and we see Yasuo taking a lot of damage from LeBlanc. Like, she has that burst damage, which is gonna be dangerous for him if he does not have his knock up. Like, if he doesn't get his 2 stacks of Qs, it's gonna be difficult for him to trade with that
And
LeBlanc.
look at it. If you look at the Yasuo's items, Yasuo is still not getting a big one. Okay, teleport. Okay,
And we have a
30 inside
teleport
the
coming up, but I don't know why
Yeah.
is he teleporting because they're
Yeah.
not gonna do much damage to that Maokai.
Yeah, he's like super health tanky. His
Yeah,
order
he's
base is
gonna
complicated.
he's gonna tank with his ultimate. He's gonna absorb it, and then he's gonna do damage to you too. So like, it's no use teleporting, ganking the top lane right now. The top lane just needs the CS. That's all. Like, they can just farm and just help them in the team fights. That's it.
So I was coming on the topic. So what I'm talking about is Yasuo.
Oh, let's see in the bottom lane. We probably
Yeah.
gonna see. Okay,
A
again
So
the
they're
Grave
gonna
taking
double
that
it, they're gonna double
ultimate.
it. Six is there, and Graves has pulled himself out.
Graves is trying to do a good job here, but
Yeah.
Blitzcrank not getting his hooks right. He needs to get his hooks on time. Every time he hooks, he's hooking the Leona, which is actually not good for the team.
I
And we
got
see a
TNT
Sejuani
ulti and I
ult coming
think
in. Sejuani going down. LeBlanc going down by that Yasuo.
ulti
Graves missing
Graves
his
ultimate.
ultimate. And that's really disastrous for the blue team. We see that
They're gonna take
that they
Dragon too even.
yeah, they're
Purple is
easily
gonna
gonna
take
take the
Dragon.
dragon.
That
This
bad
is
move is
not
really
good. This is
punishing for
not
blue
good
team.
for the blue team.
Yeah.
With that gold lead, they have a lot of items over the blue team and they're dealing a hell lot of damage, which is not good for the blue team right now. Like they have to depend on the Maokai to tank all the damage, and then but the blue team needs to position themselves. They went in one by one and they died, which is not good.
Look at the gold lead, it's really huge. 6k at 18 minutes. It's really up to 6k. It's really huge. And
Yeah.
let's talk about Iceland. Let's talk about that bot gang. Do you think Sejuani did it good, right? I don't think so.
No,
It's really bad move
Sejuani.
of course.
If Sejuani was more tankier, it would have been the right choice to ult them. But instead of ulting them and going in because he did not have that damage, he should have ulted them and went out because it wasn't a good choice, and because he cannot deal that much damage.
Thing is
So that was a bad
their
choice.
ADC was down, ADC was bad, Blitzcrank was down, and actually going against 2v3 with most of the enemy 3 people were like full HP. I don't think it was a really good move. It was really bad. LeBlanc can burst down only one champion, and there were 3 of them. And provided Leona was also there. It was really
Yeah, indeed.
taking high risk, and they failed.
And they're gonna try and get the mid turret, I guess. They're gonna push hard, but both the ADCs are here. Leona, they're pulling Leona again, which is a really bad choice. I told you he's gonna have a
really
hard
funny.
time.
As we chat about it early, we know you told me that if Blitz gonna pull Leona, she gonna punish him really hard,
Yeah.
and it's pending off.
Like she's like, please pull me, and he's pulling her.
True. Saying Yasuo is dead.
And Sejuani getting the ult, but that was an easy kill. It was a 1v4. Meanwhile, Caitlyn is gonna push bot lane, and Leona's gonna go back. Rek'Sai in his jungle, Maokai and Graves trying to get in the mid turret, but I guess Rek'Sai is gonna get.
If you look at that, purple team already made a huge pressure on blue team, so Maokai need to roam, and Warwick is like free farming at the top at the moment. So if
Yeah,
they
and
keep
Warwick free farming is not good.
still he'll get enough tankiness in him.
Yeah,
So,
that's what. And he's actually 20 CS ahead of that Maokai.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we see Sejuani at the golems, and he's probably not be able to do the golems. And he needs to back off.
3 turrets down to 1 turret. Not that much of difference still. Okay, ultis come. Okay, she is using her ulti. So,
Yeah, she just used her ulti to go
but
push that lane. So nothing much happening right now, but we're gonna see some team fights right now because the turrets are down. Yasuo going in on the left flank.
Get caught. Okay.
He gets the snare, he goes out. Is he gonna get an ultimate?
No, I don't think so.
And he dies. He just went too deep inside there. He shouldn't have eat into it. But hard
Yeah,
luck.
and if you look at it, there were wards at the top bush. There was ward at top bush. Not that much of ward. Okay, actually let's talk about warding. What do you think? Blue team is hell lot of keeping of ward. A lot of wards are there. Even when
They have a lot of
jungle.
pink wards over in the red team's jungle. They have a ward over here near behind the blue. They have a ward in the river. So they have been warding a lot, but even after this warding, it's good that they're warding, but it's not helping them much.
Oh my god, and
Because in
they're
the
gonna get caught.
because in the
This
team
was
fight
that.
they are not able to sustain that damage. Just as we saw LeBlanc getting caught and she tried to W out but it didn't help her.
Guy is still roaming there, but not much
That
of a help.
headshot was gonna get her.
Provided this distraction at top bot lane has been no, they took the tower. Blue team took red team's turret.
Yeah, it's
That
probably a
is really a bit of
distraction.
relief for them.
Yeah,
Getting the tower
it's
and get some
probably a
gold.
distraction. It might be good, but the thing is that Caitlyn shouldn't get fed. She's already 5-0. She's
Kathleen already
5-0.
have an infinity edge with a static shift.
That Warwick
And
got the blue buff. Like he does not even have a smite up. Like he does not even have a smite. So he takes that blue buff in front of their faces. So I think they're trying to prove a point that we are fed.
at this point of time, Kathleen has a huge amount of damage. He procs a passive. If her passive got a crit, really it's gonna shred.
Yeah, so then if we see the gold lead on Caitlyn is about more, it's almost about 3k gold. So that's a lot
User
actually
joined
if you
your
see.
channel.
It's a huge lead, man. Like no, he's hell lot of good farmed. Better fight than Graves. Graves need to grab some at least 1 or 2 kills.
So we have
Okay,
Rek'Sai
Rexy is
getting
safe.
melted by that LeBlanc, like he took a lot of damage.
So when we were talking about she's gonna get, LeBlanc have got DFG at the moment. He wants to at least. Okay, another dragon coming up for purple team.
Yeah, the purple team gets
Hawkeye
the
is gonna
dragon
engage or
and
not?
a very
I don't
easy
think
dragon.
so.
Now we see the red team sticking together, going towards the mid lane. They're probably gonna aim for the mid turret.
Again, Leona
And
gets
it's
caught and this is gonna be fighting. Okay, Graves is dead. Graves is down. LeBlanc gonna go die too. Warwick passive is off. Okay, still LeBlanc got a kill and she's dead. Okay, it's a team wipe.
Okay, that was a nice team fight by the purple team. That Blitzcrank making a mistake of pulling that Leona again. Like every time he's been pulling Leona. That's a really huge
Simple as that.
mistake.
If you pull Leona, you're Blitzcrank, you're pulling Leona, you're gonna get punished. And in team fight, if you're doing this blunder, it's gonna cost you a lot. And man, I think the game is like a huge balance is over. I don't think it's better
Yeah,
playing.
and the blue team
Purple is
is
dominating.
probably losing the game right now. Like they're, they've not. They're probably it's gonna be a GG for the red team if they continue to play like this.
I think, in my opinion, if blue team need to survive this game, if they want to win this game, they should not have a team fight at the moment. They should get some farm and, if possible, get a kill. No, take them, gang them, not have a team fight. Avoid team fights. Yasuo is really getting farmed a lot.
But I don't think they can avoid a team fight because the red team is sticking together. They are moving together. They want the mid turret. They got it. Now, if they want the blue turret, the bottom turret, they're gonna go. They're gonna go together. Just watch on the map. They're just roaming around together wherever they're going. They don't want to separate out and get caught out and die from someone and lose the game.
More than half HP
And
loss.
yeah, Graves losing a lot of HP.
Taking a lot
Caitlyn
of
is
damage,
doing a
yeah.
lot of damage right now. They're gonna pressure the mid lane. Rek'Sai coming to the mid lane right now.
Blitzcrank gonna got dead.
Blitzcrank
Oh,
is
he's
gonna
dead.
cut out again. He ultis in. He still hasn't used his hook. I would be happy to see if he doesn't hook. Okay, he hasn't hooked at all.
Today, I think I say if they get caught, if they die, okay. So their team is backing off. Now they come.
And Leona survives that somehow, and the whole team coming in. Yasuo takes a
Man,
double
Yasuo is
kill.
giving a lot of pressure. Huge pressure.
Yasuo taking that turret hits, like, but they're probably gonna get the mid turret too because Truck's only gonna with that damage on Caitlyn is easily gonna get the turret. He's gonna get the inhibitor. This game is probably gonna go into a GG. Okay, he pulls in the Yasuo, but he doesn't get his knock up. That's weird. Okay, the blue team trying to clear off the CS, trying to clear off the wave. The red team should probably go in for a Baron right now.
Yeah, and that may be the opening for the blue team if they're able to counter them at the Baron pick.
Yamauka is a good tank right at this moment. Like he can probably sustain the damage if he sticks with his team. Blitzcrank getting caught out there was not good. That was really bad for the blue team. Blitzcrank has been making a lot of bad decisions. He's been getting punished for pulling that Leona again and again. So he died there without making a single hope pull.
They are roaming, they are pushing mid. Blue team is this tower or not. Leona is there. Yasuo have also came up. Warwick is still near them. Okay, they're gonna retreat.
So yeah, Blitzcrank going to win realities. He ignored Yasuo. He still hasn't hooked anyone.
Caitlyn is coming up, but they have a dominant. They have a real good.
Warwick ults Blitzcrank behind his grave. He gets grave.
Okay.
Rek'Sai kills into Caitlyn is just outside and she's just like hitting them easily, doing a lot of damage, a hell lot of crits. Caitlyn is easily gonna carry this game. She's 7-0 in the game right now, wrecking the tanks. She doesn't care who's a tank right now. She's just gonna hit them. She'll probably delete them.
30 seconds left. Next dragon will be coming. It can be an easy one for purple team.
Yeah, it's gonna be an easy one for the purple team with Caitlyn having such high damage.
That, if you look at it, that will give them their third buff. Okay, and third buff is their movement speed. They already have a siege damage for towers and buildings. They already have the attack damage and ability power buff. And they're gonna also have a 5% movement speed buff. Not that much, but still it's good. Better than nothing.
So just as I said, Caitlyn is like almost 4.5k ahead in gold from that grave. She has like almost 1.5 item more than that Graves, which is a lot. And we see that Graves getting home guards early. I guess he needs to get back to sales more faster after dying.
Sejuani is getting caught and she's dead.
And that easy kill on Sejuani. The blue team has been making really bad choices because they have been doing not so good in the lane. They've been keep getting caught in the jungle. Blitzcrank pulling the Leona again and again. So this has not been a really good game for the blue team until now.
There are wards on both of the jungles, especially on the blue side. There are a lot of wards of red and blue both. One thing I liked about blue team, they are keeping up all the wards, but it's no avail if you are not doing properly pulling it out in the team fight. If you risk gonna hook up Blitz are gonna hook up Leona, it's gonna be really bad for them.
Yeah, they have the watch, but they're still not having that map awareness that the whole team is roaming around together. You should not walk alone. And Blitzcrank pulling the Leona again. Like Blitzcrank is in love with Leona, I guess. That ultimate coming in. LeBlanc shutting down that Caitlyn finally.
Okay.
Blitzcrank finally getting a hook. And finally we get the kill.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, there was a really good team fight by the blue team right there. LeBlanc finally getting that Caitlyn that she should have been shut down way before. So let's see if we see the blue team kind of coming back into the game. Do you expect them to come back into the game? What do you think?
Uh, I think they may if they get couple of kills, and Baron will be an important factor at this moment. Provided still, I think in team fight it's still gonna be hard. Yasuo is there and Rexia is there. The knockup will affect them a huge. There was no Yasuo if you know if you check about this thing. There were both carries of blue team at Graves, and of course LeBlanc was there at bot, but Yasuo was pushing top. So it may be they got an
Yeah,
opening
indeed.
window. Of course,
But
they
that's
got an
the
opening
thing.
window.
That's the way the blue team can probably
Yeah,
come back into the game.
that is what I was mentioning you that time. You know, if they came up with if they fight against the purple team, not in a proper team fight, like if they dominated them, if they ganked them, that is the only open window that they can pull it out. I don't think they can properly team fight at that moment. This moment also, it's not
Yeah,
that.
Rek'Sai is there. The red team has vision of that Blitzcrank. They're pinging towards him, but I guess Rek'Sai is gonna pull out.
Don't think so. They are not fighting up there. Gonna
I guess they
retreat.
should go
Everyone is
into a
retreating.
team fight right now, the blue team, because the Warwick is on the top lane, so they'll have a 4v5
Okay,
matchup.
okay. So Ping is coming up at Baron, but they are also going up at Baron. Their
And we
ADC is
might
not
see
there.
Yasuo getting pulled, but he pulls up his wind
Yeah,
shield at the
very
correct
good time.
moment. And Blitzcrank going behind Leona again. They get the blue buff easily. Yasuo trying to put some Harris. Yep. Okay,
What
they're probably
Sejuani
going
doing?
behind the Caitlyn, but then yeah, Sejuani missing his Q. Then he's gonna go down easily.
Oh my
This is
god,
the
and
wrong
it's
choice.
still proper.
But LeBlanc going in on the Caitlyn and getting the kill. ADC Graves doing a nice job in getting
Oh
that
my god.
damage.
It's gonna be interesting at this moment now.
So can we see, we're probably seeing that Leon are wrecking the LeBlanc
Okay, Maokai is getting
and
back.
Leona
Okay, still.
getting a double kill. Probably
Yeah.
Leona is gonna carry the game for the purple team. They're like, you guys are throwing the game, I'm gonna carry it now.
Yeah, still, but I think provided they lost their fourth man, but I think still it was better off blue team because they got Catelyn and Warwick before Graves or someone died. Their carries were they were still alive when they got kill of their carries, enemy carries. So I
Yeah,
think it's still beneficial.
yeah, it's a good team fight because Caitlyn is trying to be away from the team fight, whereas LeBlanc is actually using, like she's clever enough that she knows that Caitlyn is going to be totally away from the team fight. She's going from behind and she's getting that Caitlyn.
I think if you look at it, she got a Negatron cloak. Caitlyn has got a Negatron cloak, so I think she may be going for Guardian Angel GA. Or maybe Mercurial. Mercurial is a bit heavy stuff, so I think it will be a Guardian Angel, early Guardian Angel coming up now. I think she really needs it.
Indeed. So now we're probably gonna see the blue team. Are they going for the Baron?
Of course they can. I don't think the enemy has what provided they have at enemy's blue, but not much of it. Okay, they are not going for Baron. What Blitzcrank is gonna do? Okay. I think it's easy for all five way there.
Okay, Warwick goes in
One
on
is not there.
the.
Another bad move.
Okay, Warwick went on to Blixen to RTC. Leona getting in on Maokai. Maokai gets down.
Their tank,
Yasuo
they
is
lost their
totally
tank.
going in. They're gonna get this inhibitor. They're probably thinking of ending this game because LeBlanc is away. Probably
Still, LeBlanc
they're
gonna
gonna
beat them. I think proper
catch the
strategy would
LeBlanc.
be doing Baron at this moment.
Yeah, the red team should go for a Baron right
Yeah.
now, or going to the Dragon and then to the Baron.
But still, it's tricky because blue team have all merged on Baron Pit and
But I
ALM.
think instead of risking and going to the Baron right now, they should
Yeah.
get a easy Dragon, because Dragon buff is also important right
Yeah,
now
Dragon
in
is
this meta.
they're probably gonna take it. And if you look at it, okay, they're gonna get the Dragon.
Yeah,
So
this is gonna
it's
be
the
an easy
fourth.
Dragon,
Yeah,
the fourth Dragon for them.
if they manage to get their fifth one too, it's gonna be really hard for blue team to survive this. True damage, 150 true damage over 3 seconds is really good. Plus the double bonus damage, double bonus buff will be a huge benefit for purple team.
Yeah, if they get the fifth Dragon and then a Baron buff, it's gonna be disastrous for the blue team.
If you look at Team Gold, it's like now 13, around 12k lead. It's really huge.
Yeah,
12K lead.
it's actually huge, but it got down from it. Was actually at 15k a few minutes back. They're trying to recover from it. So I think okay, they're going for the Baron buff right now, and it's gonna be easy Baron because they don't have any vision over the Baron.
EDC is teleporting off and they don't have a ward. Blue team doesn't have a vision of it.
Yeah, the blue team has no vision of the Baron. That's an easy Baron. Warwick not being there. And they're gonna probably push mid and they want a GG. They want to end this game.
I think they should go pressure mid and they should finish them.
Yeah, they should go in for a team fight right now because they have Baron buff. They have a lot of damage.
And they
are
have
way
a lot
ahead
of
in
CS.
CS.
They're gonna go from top lane and Yasuo is going away.
Yeah, he's going. I guess they're gonna get those turrets on the top and the bottom lane. Then Yasuo can 1v1 at least one person. LeBlanc going in at the Yasuo. No, she's swatting the dragon. Top lane, they're gonna push this lane.
The thing is, it may become a bad move if 5v, there will be a 5v4 fight because Yasuo is at bot. If blue team gonna act, they should act it now.
Yeah, they should go in, but I guess Yasuo's gonna get that. Yasuo's gonna get that turret. It's gonna be an easy turret for Yasuo. No one's gonna contest that. No one's gonna even try to defend it. So getting that.
Lot of damage towers to even.
Yeah, because they have the dragon buff, they have a Baron buff. And Caitlyn not being there in this right now, they shouldn't really go in. And Yasuo meanwhile in the bot lane.
Yeah, he's keeping pressure on the bot lane.
Yeah, he's wanting to get that turret somehow. He wants that turret.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They put a pink ward over there, then a vision ward. Caitlyn ulting, doing not much. Like not really a lot of damage. Probably they're gonna engage. Okay, that hook being getting into the windshield. So the hook getting missed by Blitzcrank. Finally, he doesn't hook Leona or no one. The dragon buff helping that minion having that range.
Okay. This tower gonna go down. Maupe is gonna down.
Okay, yeah. This is gonna probably be a GG for the blue team.
I think it's the game over for blue team.
Yeah, Grey somehow manages to stay alive, but it's a GG for it. Maokai gets into the team fight.
But he can't do much of it except tanking. And he's dead.
Caitlyn simply hitting the Nexus from behind, and it's GG for the purple team. The Furious 5 win this game.